So I don't know what it is. It's so much harder now to send you send you a video than it was the first time. I think the first time was because I had this weird thought when I woke up that morning, and I had that not so nice dream. And I don't know why my brain asked itself this, but sort of I thought, what if I went on Match.com and like for some strange reason there was some Match.com error, and I have got your YouTube now, so I wouldn't be completely lost. I wouldn't be like I'd have no way of like contacting you, any other avenue. But yeah, I suppose YouTube's our backup, right? So if Match ever screws up, look into your YouTube messages because I would have messaged you there. Um, yeah, but I had this kind of not so nice thought, and that kind of partially gave me the motivation to Hi, son. Is that you? Did you just do that then? It's kind of creepy. Sounds. It's good creepy. It's not creepy at all, actually. When we're talking about, that's beautiful. Thank you for that. I'll send some much warmth back. What was I saying? Literally, what was I talking about then? Oh my god, I've literally. You just wiped my mind. As soon as that came, and that was a little bit weird, you just wiped my mind. God, you're really really beautiful, by the way. Um, this is what's happened, you see, is because that happened, and then I start thinking about you, and then what you sound like, and what you look like, and your mannerisms, and everything else, and then I just go all like dreamy, like oh, this hurts. um, yeah. So random rant. I don't know what to randomly rant about. Um, so yeah, that thing you said about those relationships, like the first one being like all crazy, and then the second one being like more your mind doing the sort of deciding as if you learnt from the first one, and now like oh don't get so crazy with your heart, more of this sort of thing, and then you go into the next one, and then you go too much into this, and then you just end up kind of living with someone for 4 years who, albeit you're friends and good friends, and you have sex and all the other stuff, obviously, but yeah, that actually was so true. I almost don't like it when it's that true because it's like something really general has just applied to you. You've done something really kind of mediocre in general, like you just did all the wrong things. But you have to do those things right to learn. So hopefully that was your nice way of saying you're over the worst of the heartache side of it when it comes to relationships. You know, and I've never been. I suppose I've never done myself any favors where, in the sense that I'm not a trier. Um, and I notice there's a lot with like my sort of guy mates in particular. Like they really try. Like it's so obvious that they like this person and all the rest. And I suppose I feel like I shouldn't have to. Like, well, neither side should, right? Like, neither of you should feel like you're trying to get with this person. It should just be, you know, and that's it. Um, and yeah, talking to you for the last how long has it been now? It does. When you're always supposed to say, "Oh, it time's gone by," it means like you're enjoying yourself. Like, so you can't say, "Oh, it feels like I've known you for ages," because somehow that's an insult, like it's been a drag or something. But you're like a combination of both of those things. On the one hand, I feel like I've known you forever, but on the other hand, I feel like I barely know you, and I want to know everything about you, and I want to hear all your stories, and I like imagining you and how you kind of operate in your world. Really cute. Really cute. And I do want to say so many corny things, because I don't know how else to explain it without sounding really corny. But yeah, you're absolutely stunning, and I would get lost in your eyes forever. And whatever we do when we first meet, let's not do something too what's the word? Not active. Something that's like engaging to the point where the activity you're doing is actually taken away from the fact that you're with this person. Because I just want to be with you. So do whatever you want as long as you're there. I'm gonna be really happy. So yeah. I've gone more shy since you did your video, I think, than what it was when I did my first one. Like, you did sort of intimidate me a little bit. Not in a bad way. Intimidation is probably the wrong word, but in the sense of like, I think I held my breath for the whole thing. I think like after I was like, okay, I need to breathe. Like I was gonna say the word I was gonna say then was you're perfect, but I don't know. It feels a bit too cheap saying perfect. It's like a shortcut, you know, just as saying, oh, that's it. You can't get better than perfect, so you're just that. But that even that doesn't do you justice. So I go to compliment you, and it's a corny line, and then I think, but even that doesn't do itself justice. So then I hold it back and I don't say it. But yeah, I feel like a mumbling idiot. I notice I look at myself when I'm talking. I should look at the camera, right? So I'm kind of like looking at you. It's kind of like looking at myself as a bit. I don't want to look at myself actually. I'm gonna stop doing that. Stop looking at myself in the camera when I'm talking, as if I'm talking to myself, because I'm not. So yeah, in about a week I should be moving to Liverpool. So all being well, I should get the keys within the next week. So I've got to go out and do a load of like shopping and stuff for the flat. Because whenever I move, I have this weird thing. I don't know why. But you know, when people move from flat to flat, they'll take all their previous stuff with them. Whenever I move to a new place, I have to have everything like restart again. I don't like taking all that old stuff in with me and like resettling. So it's like a blank canvas each time, you know. And even my mum now, she's like trying to give me stuff from that. Oh, you can have this, or do you want this table? I'm like, no. I really thank you, but I I have to start again. So I spoke to my mate Ed. So my three best mates, as I'll sort of point them out because you might hear me mention their names a lot. So Ed's probably my best mate with Tom and Dale. Those kind of three guys. Us four, are like really close. Have been since we were kids. So Ed, and we're all from very different backgrounds, which is kind of strange. Like normally people are quite similar when they grow up. So Ed is from a very wealthy family. His dad owns the hotel in Lake Verney. He moved to Dubai 2 years ago to work for his mum. His mum's an interior designer in Dubai, and she does like all the interiors for like some of the princes of Dubai and stuff. So she's very wealthy. And then Tom grew up in Moss Side, two smackhead parents. He's kind of like a self-made man, you know, never had anything to rely on. I come from working class, poor family. You know, we never had any money. Any money we ever did have sort of went into building a house, which took 8 years. and sadly it wasn't built before my dad had died. So my dad unfortunately died before it was built, which was quite. It was kind of like a double whammy, you know, like from the universe. Felt a little bit like he's done all that hard work and you didn't even allow him to sit in it once, like just one weekend with his family. So yeah, I don't like bitterness, and that made me a little bit bitter. And it's even weird being like 12 and being bitter. I mean, like, you know, most kids don't have really anything to be bitter about because they've not had like some kind of maybe introvert experience about losing their dad, or some, you know, a lot do obviously, but I'm saying it's yeah, it's kind of weird reflecting back when I think about how I was then. Like I wasn't a too happy 11, 12-year-old at the time. I was quite angry with the world and stuff. Just felt unfair, but I guess that's the same for any human. I don't know why I say human. Like I'm saying human, like what? Because you're an alien and you're not a human. So, I'm strange. Yeah. So Ed, very wealthy background. Tom from really tough upbringing. Myself and my two brothers and my family in Coventry is from quite a rough family. So coming out here was kind of like dad trying to branch off and new beginning, new start and stuff, which I'm eternally ever grateful for, because had we stayed in Coventry, we would have just, I think, grown up among the wrong type of people. There's a lot of love up here, so um, so yeah, so we're all very different. And Dale is from a sort of middle class family, really, from Aston Villa, but the only like black kid in about a 30-mile radius in Wales. And my family's mixed race as well, so you know, it's all kind of normal to us. But I mean, even now, I mean, we're sort of 30 years old, and people still make references to the fact that he's black. Like, you know, and everyone, you know, fist bumps and all that kind of stuff. It's just funny, because they're so Welsh about it. That's hard to explain the nuance of that to you unless you sort of grow up around here. I don't know. I'll get into it one day better, but yeah, they're just funny. They're characters. So yeah, those are my three sort of friends. You might hear me just mention them in passing a lot. So Ed's actually coming to the UK, I think, a very early April. So I'm going to be in London around there. So I'll let you know when I am. I still don't know if I'm there on the 30th and 31st yet for Yaron, who's coming in from Israel. He said he was, and then he's kind of gone quiet on the message, and when I've tried to confirm where in London are you going to be, and you know where you're staying and all that good stuff, and I'll try and plan. So yeah. But whenever the word London comes up now, the thing that immediately follows that in my mind is you, and like nothing else. So whenever I hear London, I'm like, ooh, the realm of the butterfly. So yeah. I've been thinking a lot about that weird dream as well. So yeah, I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. I liked in your video when you you said something like, um, I think you just said, you know, I'll send you another video about the dream, but I think I know what's wrong with it. It's just the way you sort of said that, like a doctor, um, a little butterfly shrink. Um, but no, I'm really interested to hear what you've got to say. I'm interested to hear anything you've got to say, actually, on anything. You could talk about, I don't know, you could talk about dog poo, and I'd be like, fine, just talk. I'm engaged immediately. Um, yeah, and I genuinely won't ever get over that weird feeling when I watched your video, like combination of like awe and slightly intimidating as well. Like, you're really, really beautiful. And I could just stare at you all day, listen to you all day. Um, I'm kind of worried that I'm not worried. I am a little bit worried that when I do meet you, that makes me really giddy and nervous when I say that and think about that. But when I do that, if I'm just like really daisy or seem a bit dozy, it's totally your fault. I'm not. I'm probably trying to concentrate and keep composed, but my mind's just gonna wander every time I look at you. Sometimes you might be speaking and I'm just. I don't know. I can feel it's gonna be like that, but then it might be even worse. I've also got a guy who's walking straight past my car right now. He's probably looking at me. Is he? Yeah, he's getting into his van. Yeah, he's staring at me thinking, what's the guy doing? If I could explain to you where I am right now, um, it's in like this really quiet little village that you pass through in this car park. Only me in the car park, and now another guy. Probably thinking, what is he doing? Whatever, I don't care. I'll take the cringe on the chin for a smile back from Butterfly Queen. How long have I been muttering for? 16 minutes. Do you think that's long enough? Whenever I talk, I don't feel like I've said anything of value. It's like I don't ever feel I'm doing you justice. Like it has, like, come on, Lord, it has to be better than this for Butterfly Queen. You know, this is poor showing, bro. Yeah. Every time I look down, I'm looking down because I'm thinking of you in my mind, and yeah, you just make me pause my thoughts so much. It's unreal. So I'm gonna go. I'll try and send you another video. Hopefully my brother's. I say hopefully my brother's left. That sounds terrible. Not hopefully my brother's left, but I think he's going. So yeah, I won't sort of be interrupted later on, I guess. So yeah, I hope the day's been good to you, and I hope you have a big smile on your face. Sending you good vibes, positive vibes, hugs. Hopefully I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.